Okay, so part of my kind of strategy for life is to get out and see places and be out in wild spaces, you know, and enjoy the wildlife, enjoy the scenery and all these kind of things. And sometimes I do that by mountain bike, you know, and it's an increasingly popular sport or, you know, leisure activity. But at the same time I have to think, well, is there an impact from me doing that? Is there something, or is there a way that I can do it that minimises my impact? So rather than just going out and doing exactly what I want whenever I want, I do think, well, is there a good time and a good place to do that? So what I've come to an agreement with myself is I would prefer to stay on trails. I prefer to stay on you know, mountain bike areas that have been developed specifically for mountain bikers, which some people say, oh, it's a bit boring, it's a bit tame, you know, where's the adventure in that? But for me, that's a better alternative because it's been set out for that purpose. It's maintained longer term. There's been checks made on what species are there. Is there going to be an impact on local species? Are there going to be nesting birds around? So, you know, someone's done a lot of that preparation already. So I know that I'm in an area that's approved for that sort of purpose. But I certainly know people who go much wilder and who go to tops of mountains or, you know, local hills, and you know, I admire their adventure, but at the same time, you know, they're in spaces that are not normally, they don't normally have anything other than footfall. So you have the potential that you'll churn up soil, you know, you'll set trails that weren't there already, so you can increase erosion on the hills. Particularly when it's muddy or wet, you know, you can make a really significant impact on the environment when you're out there. You're also never quite sure, are there ground nesting birds there? Are there other species that are locally, you know, valuable that you may come into their habitat without knowing? And for me, the decision will always be, well, I'd rather play it safe and not go into those environments. But I know that for a lot of people, it's part of what they like about mountain biking. There's more freedom to be out in wild spaces. But I think you always have to be conscious of the potential impacts on the land and on the species that are there if you choose to take a more wild approach.